And 1 minute later, after the picture was snapped.
Oh, gross, 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 gross!
Hey, I'm Archie with the Asking Spot and tackling jack-o'-lanterns for humid weather. Yeah, I grew up in Wisconsin and we used to be able to just carve a beautiful pumpkin, have pumpkin carving parties and, you know, just set them out. And as long as kids didn't vandal them, they would last a week-ish. In the Deep South, you got like an hour. All right, it's a slight exaggeration.
Really?
But really, it doesn't, you know, you pretty much have to carve them Halloween day and then have them out. And that's not fun. I want them to be around for a while. I also like this idea, if you've got little ones, because there's no giant knife going.
Andy.
Okay, it works in some horror movies, but this is what we're making it out of. This was a former peanut butter pretzel container. How to get the labels off, I'll have that towards the end of the video. I'm gonna do like bloopers, story time, and label removing. That'll be there. But here's how you do this. So like you do with any kind of pumpkin carving, regular pumpkin carving, you gotta do your doodles first, right? So I did mine and I think I know what I'm gonna go with. Brilliant idea.
What's the plan?
We'll see. What I did is I squeezed a big glob of the paint in here, and now I'm just going to add a bit of water. Okay, maybe a bit more. This is just my paintbrush water. I'm going to try and stir it up. I'll add some decoupage. You were doing this for, say, some kids. I did my two versions of, you know, paint on the outside, paint on the inside. The paint on the inside I really like just because texture-wise, but I'm going to put a top coat on it in the end anyway, so it doesn't really matter that way. This way, they could do, it's easy enough, and it dries fast enough. Now this is just two coats, but you know, in between drying, you could just be like, okay, let's go eat something or whatever, distract them in some way. The pouring it in there, it took a long time to dry, and of course, you know, because it had decoupage medium in it, kind of stunk and stuff like that. So either prep these in advance for the kids or let them do it themselves.
Where's the fun part? Oh, here it is.
Using some basic black crafter's paint, not an expensive purchase. I actually already had some on hand. Actually, I have a lot on hand, so I'm gonna go to town with it. The cool thing is I'm gonna go ahead and use, these guys have little, you know, lines. I'm gonna use it, okay, nose goes here, eye goes here, eyebrows above, mouth, blah, 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 that kind of thing. I'm sort of winging it. If you really wanna check out some seriously hardcore, cool Halloween decorating, you gotta check out Stilt Beast Studios. I'll put a link down below. He's really, really good and funny. So it's just, I find him entertaining to watch. Anyway, I digress once again. Well, there was one thing I figured out while I was painting it. There is a definite benefit to painting the inside the base color rather than the outside. It's because when I'm painting the black on, if I make a mistake, I can just wipe it off and start again. Whereas the other one, if I tried to wipe it off, it would take off some of the base color as well. I will be using those little electric candles, popping them in there. I'll have a link to those below in the description. It'll be affiliate link. And oh yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to purchase them, but if you do purchase through my link, it really helps me out and the channel, so thank you. The other thing is if you're gonna use a candle in here, you wanna put like sand or something fireproof, and well, actually you wanna put rocks in the bottom of these things or sand so it doesn't tip over in the wind regardless. But, you know, just be mindful of that if you do a candle, and obviously you don't want the lid on. But hey, I'm like the queen of making some obvious mistakes, so I thought I'd mention it. Getting a plastic container's label off isn't always that easy. Scraping it off, I'm trying not to scrape the container itself. I tried baking soda and even vinegar and just really didn't do it. Some labels, I will say, are easier to take off than others, but that gluey residue, here's what you do. You heat up some water in the microwave safe dish, of course. I did this for about 3 minutes. Then you pour it in the container. Now, I already have sink hot water in there, and this is even hotter. It does not have to be boiling. Actually, it shouldn't be boiling. Then you put its lid back on. It does not have to be filled to the top because you're going to turn it over on its side and let it sit there for about 10 minutes. Come back and you still have some glue residue there, but now you can use olive oil or any vegetable oil you like on a clean cloth or paper towel, and you just start rubbing away. It comes off. It's not too hard to do. You will then have to wash off the residual olive oil, but that's not that big of a deal. And now you've got a clean container. Another fun thing is if you didn't want to put them outside, you're just going to keep them inside and then save them till next year. In the meantime, cut a slit up here and maybe make them a little piggy bank for Halloween costumes and decor, saving money. It's just a thought, yeah. It wasn't going well. But head and start working on these guys. That was done before folks that live in the South. That's bad. Well, thanks so much for watching. Blah, 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 blah.